Just putting a little solder on these joints. Don't have it too hot, because what happens, there's no heat sink. And there you go. Now you can see there's a little bit of solder on each of the 4 connectors where the switch goes. It'll know, so just now you need to bend those tabs down a little bit on this one. So you just bend them just a wee bit. No, that's enough to make contact, and so they will apply pressure themselves once you set it in on the camera, on the circuit board. I'm sorry. Now there's a little slot right on the edge, right there, and that fits down into this slot right here. So I need some kind of a clamping device to go on there, so alligator clip or something. So I'll see what I got to keep that in place. Okay, I got that part L between my thumb and my forefinger. I also got a different soldering iron. So I'm going to just give that a little try now, see what I can do. See what I can do with it. Not much light here. When you start feeling your thumb getting a bit warm, it's probably getting a bit too hot. Okay, I think I got that seated in there now on that one. Those 2 outside ones, they look pretty good, that one there and that one there. And it feels solid. Now the inside ones are going to be somewhat harder to do because of the small area. Now you can see that they're it's a little bit on the, it's not right straight actually. Anyway, I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, that one is good. Now the other one, over that way. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. Now if everything looks okay, that's ready to go back together now, and hopefully it'll work. And putting it back together is just the reverse of how you took it apart. So we'll go along there now. Do that. First thing you got to do is get those two plugs put in each one of those. Those two put into those spots right there. And for that you'll need a pair of needle nose pliers, like those probably. Similar. Okay, so we'll fiddle around that with that for a while. Try to get those in now. That's that one. This one down here is a little harder usually. Okay, that's in there. Now you got to put some screws in. Those four big ones, they belong on the casing outside. Those four over here. And you need a Phillips, small Phillips screwdriver. Those two. Now there's one little small short one. The little short one right there. That one, if I remember, goes right there. You need a dozen hands by rights. That's one. Another short one. And all those are short, pretty short ones. Goes in there. So this is just the reverse of when we took it apart, so I'll just turn that off. Okay, now I got the screws put in. That one, that one, that one, and that one. That's four screws. Now this thing here is the screen. It's a good time for you to clean off your screen, the LCD. We need some dry. Get all the smudges off, the fingerprints. That's good. Now next thing, this strip has to go right in there. You're gonna have to do that with a small pliers again, and take it easy because they got to be in there just right. So that's right in there now. Don't buckle it too much or you break it off. Now it's ready for the 4 screws goes in on the other side. Now there's myrrh in this one here. I use it in the woods, so there's a lot of myrrh gone down, comes out of trees, and that went down around this one. So, okay, I got the cover just put in. This is where the myrrh from the trees went down into my pack sack one day when I had it in my pack sack, and the myrrh went all in around. But anyway, it didn't affect the camera, so we got that pretty well ready to try now. You just insert the batteries, and I'm using rechargeables, and you can use rechargeables. This is going to be another video later on, so I'm just using ordinary 2500 Duracell rechargeable batteries, Nicads, I believe. Those batteries are 2500 milliamps. Standard charge, 250 milliamps for 16 hours. Charge them up, but they're all ready to use now, so I'll just put them in anyway. Before I puts the screws in, and just give it a try and see that it work. And there you go. English. Okay, January. Yes. The time. Wait, go back. Not sure what time it is. Anyway, I'll have to say 12. It's anyways, all working. So we check the recording. Just cancel that. Okay, there she is. I'm going to check and see now she's recording. Okay, there she is. I'm going to check and see. Yep, good job. One flipper fixed. So now we're going to place the rest of the screws in this camera. It's 4 screws. Nice to have a little magnetic screwdriver. You see, he picks it up and just drops it in the walls. You also need a good pair of glasses if you're like me, old fellow like myself, doing this repair. And this is one of my flipper cameras that I use a lot on homemade videos. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed doing it, and I hope someone this is just stuck on with 2-sided tape, this part here, really. There's not much to that. And there's the cover in there, and she's locked. So there you go. Out.